John Greene.
Thank you, Mr. Sackett. It's interesting hearing my opponent talk about TV ads and how he's now a victim. I think you guys are all aware. You see the mailboxes, you see the TV ads. I think you know where the attacks are coming from and who's behind it. So, when I started this, 5 years ago, campaigning, I didn't think there were two sides. The side I'm on is the side of Wellington. This is the town that I raised my kids. The values that were important and the quality of life still exist. I've been fighting hard to protect that. This town is bigger than any one family or any one developer or any one interest. This is about a collective community coming together to stand up for what is a threat to our municipality, and I'll continue to fight for that. Folks, this is really a power play. I'll break it down very simply. This is about somebody who's putting money behind a campaign to buy this council. Think about this. The way our charter is set up, we've got staggered elections. Every 2 years, you have 2 members run, 2 years, then 3 members run, 2 members run every 2 years. This has been choreographed where you're going to have, if my opponent is successful, you're going to have a campaign and an election where you're going to have one member of this council that has more than 1 year of experience. That's not how this was set up. We want continuity in leadership. But there's an attempt to sort of derail that for political and for profits, political gain and for profits. My kids went to school, public schools here. My opponent talks about he's a homegrown product of the public school system, but yet, and I respect his decision where he wants to send his kids to school, but you can't sit here and pretend to be a stronger advocate for the public schools when you send your kids to private schools. That's your choice. I have no problem with that, but you can't tell the residents of this community that you get it, because when you had that choice, you chose something different. I moved here for the quality of life in the schools and all the things that are great. You look at the voting record, folks. You look at where we are. Wellington is moving in the right direction. Our taxes are lower. Our values are higher. Our quality of life is intact. I'll continue to fight for what I think is right and what's important. I understand the economic engine that drives this economy. I lived in the Isles for many years. Folks, when you reached out and you had a problem on 120th, I took the meetings, I supported you, I went to bat for you. When the issues came up on K Park, whether it was Olympia, Castellina, Oakmont, Versailles, guys, I took every phone call. I sat down with anybody who asked to sit down and talk about the issues, and I listened to you the night when there was an opportunity to listen to what voters wanted, and I fought for you. So what you see is what you get. You can sit here and you can talk about promises. You can talk about what you're going to do if. Leadership is earned. There's no entitlement. There's no, I did this for so many years, so now it's my turn. I've got a record. I'm proud of that record, and I'll continue to fight for you. I am your vice mayor. I am seeking your support, whether you want to vote early between now and March 12th or on March 15th. I ask you to go and support me, and let's continue to do great things in this community. So thank you very much.